The action that we saw in the crypto market over the past couple days was absolutely insane, and in my book, it was completely unexpected. Since mid-April, Bitcoin went from roughly 65,000 to today as low as 30,000 US dollars, a 55% correction. One of the last times we saw volume levels this high was during the March COVID crash. In March, Bitcoin capitulated down to $3,850, giving us daily volume levels higher than the 2017 peak price. And now Bitcoin is coming up to those levels once again. These high volume levels signal that Bitcoin has likely found its bottom. We have likely found the low for Bitcoin moving forward. At the beginning of January, Bitcoin hit the exact prices that we're at right now. So the Bitcoin profitable days chart is not looking too hot for all the new people that just came into the market. Though from a long-term perspective, Bitcoin trading just below 40,000 where we are right now is still quite good. The main question, the question that I've gotten the most today is the bull market over? Has the bear market started? While it's not possible to say for certain whether we're at the beginning of a bear market or whether Bitcoin is still within this bull market, as of right now, the current pattern that Bitcoin is in here on the weekly chart is starting to resemble something more like we saw here in 2017. In fact, if you bring up the stock to flow model, the most interesting part about this current pattern that we're in is that from the 2016 halving to the first major weekly dump in 2017, it took about 370 days from halving to first major weekly dump. And from here in 2020 to our first major weekly dump here in the year 2021, it is also exactly 370 days. So the timing right now between the previous halving and the first major weekly dump above the all-time high is the same as our last halving and our current major first weekly dump above the all-time high. The timing is still nearly the same. The first major pullback is 370 days in. So that tells me that if we can get a solid recovery here, if Bitcoin can start finding the needed support to push back up towards the all-time high, if we can do something like we did here during the March COVID crash, where we get a rapid recovery over the next couple months, then I think that we're actually on track, that this bull market is still intact. We still have 4 days left on this weekly here. And what I'm looking for is for this weekly volume to continue to exceed previous levels. I would like to see our current weekly volume exceed the average and come up to, at least some of these, like these 2019 levels here, these 2018 levels here. We have 4 days left, so we'll see what happens. I think it's quite possible. But now looking at the daily chart, the daily volume is already at a good place. This is very high volume, and it's unlikely when you get volume this high, it's unlikely that you're going to see the price go below the current low. So I would call 30,000 the most likely low, and we're probably going to be recovering from here and actually following the stock to flow model and going for the next major parabolic advance. If this weekly candle can close above this previous high of 40,000, 42,000, I would say that's quite good. And we may actually see a bounce from that point. And at that point, it becomes more likely that we do see a recovery similar to this March crash recovery, where we just get rapid bullish speculation. And that's what I'm looking for right now. And everything will probably follow. And I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to increase from this point. If we're looking at July 9th, the first low in 2017, what usually happens to Bitcoin dominance after we hit a major low point? So let's look at July 9th on the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is July 9th right here. So this is that week where we dump and then Bitcoin dominance starts to find support, and when Bitcoin dominance increases, takes dominance away from the altcoins, Bitcoin becomes the main focus as it recovers. And that seems to be the stage that we're at now. It seems like Bitcoin dominance may be looking to get some momentum here, increase before the next major leg up in the market and where the altcoins take over again. But I think Bitcoin is about to become the main focus for the next few weeks as we recover. So get ready for Bitcoin to steal the show for a little bit. I think a lot of money is going to be entering Bitcoin. It is a great opportunity to be buying Bitcoin below 40,000. I was accumulating some today. I actually had trouble this morning buying when I wanted to buy because the exchanges were down. And I tried to buy wrapped Bitcoin on the Ethereum network, and that was hard to actually get things to execute. But I did end up accumulating below 40,000. And so you know what, guys? I would say that we're on track. We're on track with stock to flow. We have the first major dump 370 days after the halving, just like 2017. I think we're good. I think we're going to probably recover, and I'm going to keep holding, and I'm going to keep looking forward, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely smash the like button, subscribe to this channel if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next video.